So today, we're cooking with Cthulhu. By cooking, I mean using a super fast Cthulhu to deal damage, heal us, and trigger food items as well. Pairing this with a Pandamonium will inflict poison whenever a food item is triggered by Cthulhu. But will Cthulhu and Pandamonium carry to round 18? Well, let's find out. Okie dokie, let's go and choose the rank games or random character and see who we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the Reaper. We do start off with a Corrupted Crystal and a Relic Case 2. So hell yeah, we're definitely going to be crafting up a Pandamonium. Let's grab some food items because that is going to be awesome for us. We're going to be able to inflict a lot of poison with that. Now I do also want to grab a stone, but I do want to roll once here. And I was kind of hoping to get an extra weapon here or another food item at least. I'm going to take the shiny shell. I'm going to reserve the leather bag, but yeah, I'm going to be moving on with this for now. So DPS is going to be a little bit on the low side. We do inflict a tiny bit of fatigue damage, but yeah, we're not going to be last until to fatigue here. Actually, I could be eating words. It is definitely looking like we're going to make it to fatigue here, especially with that battle rage. And okay, yeah, I was completely wrong. Our opponent did hold a second. Unfortunately, we do end up falling short. Just pause the video to remind you to like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. And that fight was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, but we should be in a much better spot with a Pandamonium. Let's grab this. Let's roll. We definitely want to grab ourselves another garlic, along with another banana too. We definitely want our setup to be something like this, and I'm gonna move straight on. With our garlics targeting as much food items as possible, making our bananas go super fast too. But our Pandamonium should have a 5 DPS, while our opponent does have the 5 DPS with a spear. So can we actually keep up with this opponent? Unfortunately for us, our opponent just has way too much damage, 20 more max life. And unfortunately, there's just not much we can do about that, even though we do have a crazy Pandamonium. Let's grab the banana, let's roll. Let's grab this 20 pack. And you know what, I'm going to grab this wooden sword for now. So we're going to have our food items like this. And you know what, I'm going to move on once again. Now, is this actually going to be good enough? Because I thought Pandamonium with a crazy amount of food items was going to be good enough. But unfortunately, we did come across some high DPS opponents with a lot of max life as well. Now, can we take on this ranger who does have Vinu Basket and 2 little short bows? Yeah, this is looking much better for sure. 12 poison stacked up. No, not too bad. Now, we do have choice to make. Investment opportunity is nice here. It has been buffed. It now gives more max life. We do have Echoing Battle Cry, which honestly, yeah, it's not going to be great for us. We have no star battle effects. So we definitely don't want that. So it kind of leaves us with Uniquely Unique or just stats. I think we got to take Uniquely Unique and make our food items go turbo fast if possible. I'm going to grab our whetstone. I'm going to grab our garlic. I'm going to roll once here. We definitely need a storage. I'm also considering grabbing this goobert, but I don't necessarily want to go for steel goobert here. I'm also going to target Uniquely Unique on a Pandamonium because it is going to go super fast then. And it doesn't use up a crazy amount of stamina. And it does have a high DPS for right now. So you know what? I'm just going to venture on with this for now. We did lose a food item on our Pandamonium, but we should be in a pretty good spot with this. Our DPS shot up to 7.7. My opponent does have 5 DPS now. They do almost have double our HP though. But we should be able to stack up a poison, do a little bit of chip damage. When our wooden sword also deals damage too. So yeah, looking a hell of a lot better. Awesome even. Okay, we got a hero sword. And we also got freaking Cthulhu. Cthulhu is actually going to be really nice right now. So I'm going to take it. We also got ourselves a customer card too. Now we do have a hero sword, which honestly we could place in, or we could just sell it. I'm thinking about selling so we can grab ourselves a customer card. We're going to roll once again. Another garlic on to sell. I'm going to grab. Let's sell this, roll again. I'm thinking we sell one banana here. And a stone so we can grab another funny pack here. And just keep increasing Cthulhu like crazy. And with that, I'm actually going to move on. Now, we should be able to trigger our garlics super fast with Cthulhu. Which when they do double trigger, we should be able to inflict a ton of poison as well. We're also getting a lot of block. Now, Smelly Wall would have been insane here. But then we wouldn't have got a Cthulhu. And Cthulhu is going to give us a good bit of lifesteal too. So, genuinely, not too bad here. Now, we do get an artifact stone dead too. We also got ourselves a corrupted crystal. So, we're going to sell our banana. I will take this. I'm going to take this too. because we could potentially go for fatigue type builds. However, I still want to grab ourselves a set of blueberries, and I'm going to move on. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of corrupted crystals. We kind of want to grab ourselves a bag of stones. That way we can actually just inflict fatigue damage. And we could go for Mr. Struggles type build with a crazy amount of fatigue. Whether Cthulhu keeps us alive. So hell yeah. This is looking so much better. Cthulhu doing a lot of work for us right now. That's awesome. Let's grab our blueberries. Let's grab the stamina sack. Let's roll once. And I will grab the deck of cards. We do get an ace of spades, which does give us 2 luck as well. And 2 spikes. Or 3 spikes. I'm not sure if I even want it. We also want Toad if we're going to be stacking some buffs, but yeah, I'm not going to be taking it for now. If we want to grab ourselves another stamina sack, but I am going to move on once again. So we'll see. I did place our artifact stone debt on a Cthulhu. We're just going to have crit chance. That is going to give us more lifesteal as well. So every time our corrupted crystal goes off, that should be an 8% crit chance. So yeah, much better than being on a Pandamonium. Hell yeah. And definitely not too bad here. Now we do got a choice to make, and we are 150,000%. Go Mr. Struggles here. We'll go Mr. Struggles, we're going for fatigue Cthulhu builds. Let's grab this bit of storage. I do kind of want to grab both of these two. Stone Badge I definitely do not want. Eventually I do want to place a uniquely unique down in this position, but it's still going to have to be in this position for now. Well, we can't really fit in our Mr. Struggles this run, so I'm going to grab this. Amulet of Alchemy. While that sorts that, we're getting rid of it. Let's go ahead and grab Mrs. Struggles for now too. I'm going to roll once. I know what, I'm going to move on. Now, I kind of want to place our fatigue beside our Mr. Struggles, so we trigger that a little bit faster, but we're going to prioritize Mr. Struggles. Removing a lot of buffs is also really good win con for us. Wait. Looking pretty good for us. We're dealing with a good bit of damage. We've got lots of heals, inflicting a ton of poison, and not too bad once again. And we could take a pineapple for now too. We could also craft up a Captain's Comforts. We could also place our deck of cards in, looking for some Hollow Fire Lizards to increase our effect damage. I'm not going to take the pineapple, I'm going to roll. We do get our bag of stones, which is amazing. We also want to grab even more storage. And hell yeah, I'm going to be moving on. So at least now our bag of stones can actually hit a lot too. Now our opponent is going to be rocking a Bloodthorn, a Bloody Harvester, which is going to have a lot of Vampirism. But we'll see. Can a Cthulhu keep up with his opponents? They're going to have lots and lots of buffs. They're dealing quite a bit of damage. They have lots of spikes. As long as we keep getting our lifesteal. And awesome. That fatigue damage going crazy. Now we do got a couple of options here. I'm thinking about taking Blood Manipulation. It is going to give us more damage. Vampirism doesn't really work with Cthulhu, but that 15% healing as damage. You know what? I think I'm going to take it. Over the other options, hell yeah. Hollow Fire Lizard is exactly what we're looking for. Let's roll. Let's grab our storage. I'm going to keep rolling. Okay, definitely need this. Also want this on Undead Amulet too. And unfortunately, if I could sell something here, I would definitely take it. But we do got to move on. So, can we deal with a Burning Blade, Phoenix, Obsidian Dragon? They're going to have a lot of pet damage. And unfortunately for us, yeah, we just cannot keep up with that as right now. But hey, we do get another Mr. Struggles, which is going to be amazing. Let's grab this. Okay, another Amulet of Alchemy. We're completely missing on our amulets right now. So we'll sell it. So we can grab ourselves another Mr. Struggles. I know what, Cthulhu actually moves faster for each dark item. It's actually going to be better than placing unique items next to it. And that's a freaking Rainbow Badge, which we're not going to be taking. We can also grab ourselves a Prismatic Orb here, but I don't necessarily want that either. So I'm not going to take it. I'm going to venture on. We should be able to inflict a lot more fatigue damage with double corrupted crystals, with our artifact stone deck too. So yeah. Now all we want to do is grab a bunch of misfortunes and go turbo stacking heat. Getting Cthulhu even faster, give us more lifesteal. Get a bunch of Hollow Fire Lizards, so our Cthulhu actually deals a lot more damage on top of it. Now our opponent does have a lot of stack and max life. We're slowly inflicting our poison. And yeah, actually looking really, really fantastic. Because Cthulhu doesn't even have accuracy, so blind doesn't matter. Which is kind of mad. We actually have a 54 DPS. Now fatigue, yeah, 20 seconds. We do have to last till to fatigue to get that big damage. Now I don't want any of these items, so I'm going to roll. We could just go for Darksaber here. You know, I'm going to take him. Now I'm going to use our Darksaber inside our relic case. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a situation like this. So we have our setup like so. We're going to be inflicting that fatigue damage. We're going to be dealing a lot of damage. I'm going to roll once. And I do kind of want to grab this leather bag, but I'm going to have to move on with this for now. So relic case is only going to be on our lightsaber over our Pandamonium, since that's not going to have a whole lot of stamina used anyway. So actually, our whole setup should be pretty good on stamina. Even going up against shields. Once we get a Darksaber, once we start turbo inflicting a ton of debuffs, which will deal a lot more damage than we previously were. So, hell yeah. Looking a hell of a lot better. No point to get a big old burst heal. But awesome. Genuinely awesome. And we got our first misfortune, and we also got ourselves a flame badge, which is the perfect unique item I'm going to be looking for. Because all I want to do is stack heat, want to go super fast, inflicting a ton of poison, stacking up a bunch of vampirism. So first of all, we're going to take the storage. We're going to have to take misfortune. And we're going to have to wait around for flame badge, unfortunately. Super unfortunate, but we are going to have to move on. Now we're kind of at the mercy of what misfortune is going to stack up, but I'm hoping that it is going to be heats. And yeah, it's definitely going to be heat. So we should get a decent bit of heats. We do need to find a way to stack up our luck, but we should be able to deal a lot of damage. We stacked up a tiny bit of blind with a Darksaber, but we should have crit chance on this. And yeah, our build is looking really good right now. However, our DPS is only 40 DPS, which is not crazy at this point in the game. Definitely could be better. Heals 10 healing per second. Definitely could be better too, and block not a whole lot. But I mean, once we do get into fatigue, our DPS skyrockets. So I definitely think we can make this a lot crazier. For sure. Especially since we're going to be taking our flame badge. Let's take our unstable recon bob letter. Let's take this too. Let's roll once. We definitely need some storage here. And you know what? I'm going to keep rolling for now. And I'm going to take another set of blueberries and roll again. Hellfire Lizard is perfect. Another Mr. Struggles. Another Mrs. Struggles is going to be awesome. And we definitely need this toad really badly too. Now, is there anything we actually want to offer up here? I think I want to keep literally everything. And we could get rid of one garlic here, placing a set of blueberries as a craft of a burn coal. So yeah, I'm going to be taking these and I'm going to move on. Now we are going to begin a big old double axe with guard power 2. They're going to have a lot of damage reduction. And they're going to resist a lot of poison. Also, yeah, healing is going to be a huge problem for us. But can we stack up that blind? Now they do have an eye lamp to try and counter that too. So actually, holy moly, we dealt some big damage, answering back. Definitely awesome here. Okay, we got ourselves another bag of stones and a freaking dagger, which, yeah, I'm going to sell pretty much instantly. Let's grab our toad. Let's grab our Hellfire Lizard. Let's grab Mr. Struggles. And let's roll once. We definitely need a stamina sack. And we could actually take a Fly Garlic too. Now, I'd love to keep our customer card here, but I'm going to have to sell it along with a garlic and this flame so we can actually grab this too. Because we do want to put in our Mrs. Struggles as well. So you know what, I'm going to move on. Now, we could also craft up a Ruby Chunk, but I think this is going to be pretty decent. And we are going to begin another Cthulhu with a Thornbloom and a Rat Chef and a bunch of squares. They're going to steal all our buffs. But as long as we can keep stacking up our heats, going super fast, inflicting a bunch of fatigue damage, scaling up our crit chance, having Cthulhu do a lot of work for us too. And yeah, not too bad. We've also got ourselves a Gin's Lamp, which I do want to grab, because that is going to be consistent scaling for us. So I do want to grab another Fortune. Let's grab this. Let's grab our set of blueberries. Let's roll again. I'm going to keep this in our inventory as I roll, because we do want to find ourselves that storage. And we could craft up a demonic flask here. But unfortunately, we do kind of have to move on. Not placing in misfortune. Neither are Fly Garlic, because I do want to keep our tiny little garlics here. We will be able to stack up a lot more poison if we do get our Fly Garlic too. But But our opponent is dealing a lot of damage with the enchanted daggers, because they are going to be stunning us too. But can we answer back? Holy moly, definitely not, unfortunately. And that's another freaking Hollow Fire Lizard. Hell yeah. Let's take this for now, though. Now, I'm going to take out one Mr. Struggles for this round. I'm going to sell 2 flames here. Definitely going to grab a Jin's Lamp too. And I will place our Jin's Lamp in here for now. But yeah, I'm going to have to move on. So we did take out one Mr. Struggles. Actually, we can place in our set of blueberries. Which I'm going to, but we don't really want to trigger blueberries too often with a Cthulhu. We want to trigger one of these food items. So we'll see. Now our opponent is going to be inflicting a ton of cold on us, but we do inflict a ton of devos back, since we are Mr. Struggles too. So actually, this could work out in our favor, because our Darksaber is going to be scaling up that damage as well. So hell yeah. Awesome, 104 crit with the Darksaber. Now we could go double Darksaber, but I don't think we actually want to do that. Let's grab our Hollow Fire Lizard. I'm going to roll. Now Dragon on sale would be awesome. Let's grab our tiny bit of storage. Let's roll again. Adding the Dead Side would be awesome too, but I'm going to roll because all I want to do is find a good bit of storage here. Let's sell a garlic. Let's roll one more time. And yeah, this is it. This is going to be our final build. What a super fun builds. Run uniquely unique with a super fast Cthulhu, with a Pandamonium, and a fatigue type build on top of it. And then also adding in a Darksaber for a lot more damage too. And especially with the Artifact Stone Dead too, to be inflicting that fatigue and also giving us crit chance on top of it. And blood manipulation here. Honestly, just increase our healing damage just a little bit more. But anyways, let's go and see if we're going to build one out. We're going to be trying to turbo stack heat as much as possible. We're going to slow this one down because we are going to begin a crazy poison marksman type build. They're going to be dealing a lot of damage. And holy moly, does our build not survive going to begin burst damage. Now, super unfortunate, our opponent did manage to deal about 140 DPS or 125 DPS within the first 3 seconds. The opponent just had a straight up nuts setup. Whereas we had only 30 DPS, we were scaling builds with very little heals, and we had no blocks. So our survivability at the very beginning with burst builds is literally our biggest counter. Unfortunately. But hey, going to be jumping into some round 18 fights to do some justice for this build. But anyways, with this survive 2 lives left, let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 8. Rank us up quite a bit actually. But I'm going to have to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history and we have to make justice for this build. We're scaling builds, we're not created into burst builds, and our opponent is going to have a lot of scaling damage with pop as well. But yeah, our heat is stacking up. We're going to go super fast and awesome. Okay, we're going to begin a flame up, little chestnut, friendly fire. They're going to go turbo stacking heats. We actually have a lot more heat than our opponents, and we're continuing to stack up heat like no tomorrow. Dealing some big damage, and not too bad. Can we survive this kind of burst builds? Dragons with a burning blade is going to be dealing insane damage super fast. And hell yeah, burst is our enemy, for sure. Now, we can't deal with burst builds, but can we deal with some awesome scaling builds with Excalibur? Now, they do have healing reduction, but it's not great for us. You're going to have a lot of scaling max life, you're going to have a lot of scaling block, and this fancy scraper is going to have a lot of scaling damage too. But hey, our build? Hell yeah.